Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Adrienne and I am doing an update on baby number 2. I am combining weeks 38 and 39 because I just turned 39 weeks pregnant yesterday and I wanted to just update you because I had my appointment and I wanted to keep things as up to date as possible. So I'm in my 39th week of pregnancy right now and I will be 40 weeks so soon. And the thing is, during this time, right, like really from 37, 38, 39, 40, during all of those weeks, there aren't really pregnancy symptoms. Clearly you're pregnant. And yes, there are things like going to the bathroom all the time, waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom all the time, feeling enormous, having this big heavy belly, having Braxton Hicks contractions. But the thing to look for during week 38 and 39, my apps are telling me to look for signs for labor. So that is what I'm going to go over with you in this video. If that's something you're interested in, continue watching. During week 38, I had an appointment and I was so excited. I was like, okay, Matt, my husband, joined me at the appointment and they were going to check me for the first time. And I had been having contractions leading up to this appointment. So during weeks 37, I was definitely having like Braxton Hicks, but like different types of contractions. They felt down a bit lower. They were more period-like contractions. So I knew that they were like practice contractions and I was hoping that they were doing something. So at my 38-week appointment, they did check me. It was very uncomfortable. And she said that I was 2 centimeters dilated and that I was 50% effaced. And that made me feel really great. Like at 38 weeks, I was like, oh my gosh, maybe this baby could come early. I know you can walk around for weeks at 2 centimeters and 50% effaced. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but I was feeling really good about that. My doctor's office will not do a membrane sweep. It's just policy of theirs that they will not do it. So she said she could do an aggressive check and that it might lead to cramping and that I might spot a little bit, but that would be normal. I didn't spot at all. I did have some cramps and there were some contractions later that night, but nothing that started anything. I'm totally okay with him going to 40 weeks. I think that he will probably be a little bit late. I think he'll be past 40 weeks. However, my sister, who lives in North Carolina, decided to drive up here because of Hurricane Florence. So she drove up to Michigan and she was like, I have work off at least through, you know, this date. It's so close to your due date, like maybe the baby will come early. So now I'm like, okay, let's try all the things. Let's do all the things to get this baby out so that she can meet him before she has to go back. And she probably won't be able to see him until Thanksgiving otherwise. So it would be really great if he came while she was here. We will see. I'm sort of keeping my fingers crossed and I'm doing everything that I can to get this baby here. I got a little bit sidetracked. So also at the 38-week appointment, she did tell me that my cervix was very far back and that it's tilted. My body's just not ready to go into labor at 38 weeks. That was the deal. And so during week 38, leading to my 39th week appointment, I was having not as many contractions but my body was feeling very tired. I was taking it really easy. I woke up yesterday morning, I had my appointment and I woke up and I was like, I'm having contractions. I had 8 to 10 contractions all right in a row, maybe even 2 to 3 minutes apart. And I thought like, but they were really short contractions, like 20 seconds long. So I was like, oh, this could be something. Maybe my body's like doing something. And then they disappeared, the contractions disappeared. And a few hours later, I went in for my appointment. I was checked again, and I was told the exact same thing. I'm at 2 centimeters and 50% effaced, and he said my cervix is still very far and tilted. So it's high. My cervix is very high and tilted. So he said with second babies, it can be like that, and then bam, all of a sudden, you could go into full-on labor. So he was trying to give me a little bit of hope. I think he could see the disappointment on my face. I was hoping that I had at least thinned out a little bit more, but that is where I am at my 39-week appointment. Just an update for weight gain. I have gained so far total in pregnancy 26 pounds. So I think the last time I updated you at 37 weeks, I had gained 21 pounds. So in the last 2 weeks, I've gained 5 pounds. But it's good, and thank you so much to all of you who are, you guys can make a girl feel really good about herself, because people have certainly stopped me in the middle, like strangers have stopped me. One gentleman stopped me downtown and he just said, "Wow, you look like you're about to pop." And then another woman, same day, another woman stops me and she's like, "Your belly is so round." Like, yep, it is. I don't know what merits like people just coming up to you and commenting on your figure. If you're not pregnant, they don't do that. And it doesn't bother me. I just find it so rude. I would never comment on someone else's body. Pregnant, not pregnant. I would never comment. So it's a little bit strange when strangers. No one has touched the belly though, yet. Like a stranger. So that's good. And another woman, what did she say to me? I told her, I was like, "Yep, due any day now." She goes, "Oh, you look like it." Like, okay. But you guys are making me feel really good. In the comments, everybody's saying like, you know, you're just very sweet in the comments, and I appreciate it. It's not going unnoticed. Thank you. So some of the things that I have been doing to prepare my body for labor are those exercises like I told you. And one of them is really, really simple, and I'm gonna just go over it right now. So imagine your abs in 3 separate bands going around your belly like this. And what you do, and she said just to do this like when you're at a stoplight, the Pilates instructor that gave me these instructions. She said to just engage them, go 1, 2, 3, I'm doing it now, and just hold tight the entire time that you're at a stoplight. And just hold them. And it gets tough to do this. I'm doing this right now, and it gets tough just to like engage those muscles. But if you do it at a stoplight, as you're driving, and think about if you have like 5 stoplights on your way to work or something, then you do that a few times, and it is a simple thing that you can do, but because your abs are engaged when you are pushing, I think that that helps. The other bit she told me about before Weston was born to help with the pushing was to imagine like a J that you are, you know, pushing down and then curving out. And I only had to push 3 times with Wes, and he was out. He was down really low. I kind of joke sometimes like he probably would have fallen out on his own, but that helped a lot to just imagine like, oof. And I had an epidural too, and I was still able to do it. So that helped a lot, engaging your abs like that and knowing when you are pushing to imagine pushing in a J sort of motion. The other very simple exercise is a squat, and it's a very deep squat, sort of in second position. I can show you. I think I'll just stand up right here and show you. But what I would recommend is holding on to something if you need to, because you do not want to fall while you are trying to do this squat. And to do about 30 of them in a row, and just when you have the time. I usually try to do this like at night. I do this before I get into the bathtub while I'm warming up my bath, and it seems to work out pretty nicely. And then sometimes in the morning while I'm brushing my teeth. So if I can get a couple different squat sessions in each day, it helps to bring the baby down in the pelvis and on top of the cervix. But it also helps to strengthen your muscles and your legs, because your legs are actually doing quite a bit of work while you are in labor. They are, you know, you're walking all over the place, you are probably bouncing on a ball, you're probably trying to do some squats, trying to speed labor up. This is one of the key things to do. I'll show you. Please do not mind my child's mess behind me. He's napping and I leave all of the toy pickup for the end of the day. So I'm gonna put you on the tabletop here and I will show you the squat. You can hold, like, this is the back of our couch, and I go into a wide stance like this. And as far down as you can. You wanna try to keep your butt, she told me, like tucked underneath you, and your knees don't want to go over your toes. But you want to tuck it in and stay as close to the couch as possible. I hope I did that justice. I know several of you have asked to see what those exercises are. Next is my product of the week. This is a very simple exercise ball. The link is down below. I've been sitting on this and watching TV and bouncing. And I'm also trying to like rock back and forth on this, just trying to get baby into position. This exercise ball is huge for me during labor. This exercise ball was very helpful with Weston when I gave birth to him. And so I assume that I will be using the exercise balls in the hospital again. It's just a nice way to like roll your hips, bounce. It helps me to get into comfortable positions when going through contractions. But before you give labor, it also helps to like bring that baby down into the pelvis, on top of the cervix, and help thin out the cervix. That's what I've been told, and that's what I've been doing. I will leave the link to a ball similar to this. If you have one at home, blow it up. I found this one. We had a couple of them and I kind of forgot about it, and I was like, oh yes, we need that. Go blow it up, and I need to start bouncing. So that's what I've been doing. Okay, I am gonna show you the bump. My whole family just got here, so you might hear them in the background. My husband's working, so you might hear him on the phone, but I'm gonna show you the bump. Here it is. I am 39 weeks and 1 day. So what I'm wearing, these are the same maternity pants. I have these and another pair from Target. They are that Isabel maternity, and I have loved this crisscross all summer long. It has been fantastic. I'm gonna tuck this up. Whew, okay. They are starting to get a little tight, which is telling me it is time for the baby to come out. But here's the bump from the front, from the side, from the other side. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not yet, please subscribe, hit that bell notification so that you know when I upload videos. We are getting so close, you guys. And also follow me on Instagram, because that is where I'm gonna be posting things a little bit more live and up to date. It's at Adrienne Reinhart. and it's a lot of the stuff that I put up is in my stories. So make sure that you're following my Instagram stories because baby could be here any day, and I am definitely gonna be putting some things up there before I post like the birth vlog and all of that. I'm so excited. A couple of items came in a little bit wrong for the nursery, so we have to send them back and new items are coming. Anyway, that's coming your way very soon too, and I can't wait to share it all with you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. I love you. Mwah.